Hey. We are back, baby. We back in the win column. And this what I'm talking about. The Commanders, baby. We are back. Hey, they say we can't beat a good team. We only beat the losing teams. Well, contrary to the fact, I can't even dispute that. but a win is a win. I'll take a win. However I see fit. Put my headphones on. I'll take this W, baby. The naysayers can say what they want. We're gonna take it. We're gonna ride with it, baby. That's all it is. I'm happy that we won. We got the W today, so we could end this 3-game losing streak. It was getting on my nerves to keep continuously losing. I knew we was gonna grab one of them. We should have grabbed the one in Dallas. We should have grabbed the one we had Pittsburgh. Philadelphia beat us soundly, but our defense got tired. Our offense couldn't get out of their own way. But we'll take it. We'll take the W, man. Jaden Daniels kind of looked like himself today with the movement in the pocket, the agility, the speed. He was on the mark today. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't. Those games we had, those losing streaks, he was kind of inaccurate a little bit, but he came a little bit back down to earth. Everybody had a slice of that humble pie lately. Bobby Wagner had a meeting with the guys on Wednesday. It looked like it had those guys refueled. And sometimes that's what you need. You need to get humble and you need to reset. I think Cliff Kingsbury had a slice of humble pie. I think Joe Witt had a slice of humble pie. I think Dan Quinn had a slice of humble pie. I think everybody from the special team coach to the linebackers coach, everybody had to take their fair share and eat a little bit of that humble pie, man, because we was all reading the clippings. We was all saying MVP, Super Bowl, everything. We was going in, man. We was, we thought we was the cream of the crop, and unfortunately, that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case at all. We got a slice of humble pie. We had to reboot, and sometimes that's what you need. You definitely got to have that, man, because when you start reading your own clippings, and I know Jaden Daniels say he strayed away from anything, any talk of comparing him to Lamar Jackson and all that. That may be true, but somebody's family member, friends, had to been telling what's going on television. How all the analysts, everybody was talking about Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels this, Jaden Daniels that. You're only human, man. You're only human. And sometimes, you can read those things, but don't let it get to your head. And I think he did a somewhat good job of doing that. But the thing about it is when he got hurt in that Carolina game, I think he tried to do too much, when he just should have just, say, look, I want to miss a couple of games and heal properly. He tried to come back, and he wasn't the same. And it cost us, I think, a game. I think it cost us a game. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, that's in the past. Now we can look forward to the future. We got the bye week coming. Atlanta just lost today. The Cardinals just lost today. So that give us a little bit of separation, and that's what we need, a little bit of separation. We can win at least 2 out of these last remaining. Let me see how many games we got left. We 8-5. I mean, we got 4 games left. If we can win at least, if we can go at least 2-2, these last 4 games, we in there like swimwear, man. We just got to stay the part, stay the course, But overall, man, this game today, man, they had a little bit of everything in this game, man. Bobby Wagner, Louvu was off the chain, man. Louvu was everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Wagner, he was doing his thing out there. Sam still let a long pass go over his head. I don't know why and how, because he was playing 10 yards off the guy. He was playing 10 yards off the guy, which I don't understand how he allowed that to happen. And the guy ran right past him, and Sam still ended up in the trailing position. Sammer still plays good in short space, but when it comes to those long passes against those shifty guys, he's not that good. You know what I'm saying? He need to work on his technique. That's what he doesn't have great speed, of what I see. He got that slot corner speed. Lattimore still is the no St. Juice. I think he got more speed than St. Juice. St. Juice. But I think we still need to draft another cornerback and move Sammer still. He's better suited for slot, playing the slot. I like him in tight spaces. We definitely need to draft or sign a free agent cornerback for next year. St. Juice is not it. He got toasted on that long pass. He just Levis just overthrew the wide receiver, Ridley. So, if it wasn't for that, he probably would have been running right now as we speak. But the pass rush was solid today. They got out the Levitz. You know what I'm saying? He was uncomfortable all day. He was off target. He was inaccurate. The running game was nullified because the lead that we jumped out to. So that kind of took them out of what they really wanted to do. And leave it up to Levitz. And once we got that big lead, and they was leaving it up to Levis to bring them back, I already knew we won. We just can't do nothing to, we just can't have no turnovers to sabotage what we had going on. Other than that, I knew that we was going to win that game, due to Levis having to bring them back. That was been another quarterback, with some moxie and experience and stuff like that, then I'd have been worried. But because it was Will Levitz, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, he's not going to be able to do it. They jumped out there to that 21-point lead. The 21-point lead is when I knew, oh, that's it. He ain't going to be able to bring them back. You know what I'm saying? And, once you get a team like that down heavy, you know what I'm saying? All you got to do is now just protect the lead. You know what I'm saying? Just don't screw it up to get them back in it and gain confidence, But I like the coaching today. The coaching was pretty decent today. The kicker, we gotta I don't know what was going on with the kicker, man. This been a carousel all year long with this fucking kicker, man. I don't know what's going on with this kicking game, man. You know what I'm saying? This kicking game is puzzling the hell out of me. You know what I'm saying? This guy missed the field goal the same type of fashion on both times. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing here, bro? You know what I'm saying? Tress Way, I'm looking at the hold to see if maybe Tress Way is the problem. No, he had it in the right position, had it angled right, position right, and everything. He just missed it. He just missed it wide right, both times. So we got to do something about that. We got to show up the kicking game, man. I don't know. Is we going to tackle that next year? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we don't want to be like, what's the guy named that drafted the kicker here years ago, drafted a field goal kicker. We don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But unless we, feel comfortable about all our picks and we get some extra picks and you know what, man, let's draft a field goal kicker. But other than that, no, man, no, we don't want to draft a field goal kicker. But it's just, I don't know if it's the field at FedEx. I don't know what's going on. The reason why, these kickers come here and miss field goals. Then when they go somewhere else, they shine. I don't get it. But Rodriguez, everybody, let me get off the field goal kicker. Rodriguez, man, Chris Rodriguez. If y'all go back and watch all my videos, I've been a Chris Rodriguez fan since last year. This guy said he deserved the right to have an opportunity, and every single time that he gets an opportunity, he makes some pre-proves him right every time. And then he always be the first one that they cut. I don't get it. I don't understand why you want to cut a guy like, Chris Rodriguez when all he do is go out there and move the ball forward. He rarely goes backwards. He's always moving forward. So to keep cutting a guy like Rodriguez, and I understand McNichols is a pretty damn good running back too. But to me, and I say this, and I've been saying this, Brian Robinson is not an every down back. He's not your featured back, man. He's just not. He's a good player, man. Solid player. But he's not an every down back. He's not the workhorse. You know, he's not the guy that's going to carry the ball for 25 times. If you notice, if he carried the ball that much, he usually come out of the game because he's banged up a little bit. You know, excuse me. That's why he's not a Saquon Barkley, is what I'm trying to say here. Saquon rarely comes out the game. Saquon is an every down back. That's what I'm trying to say. Brian Robinson is not an every down back. He's just not. You know, we don't have an every down back on our team. We need to go out there and get one. We don't have one. You know, Henry, every down back. Saquon Barkley, every down back. Those guys like that. James Conner for Arizona, every down back. Brian Robinson is not an every down back. You give it to Brian Robinson 25 times a game, he's going to be hurt the next game. I promise you. Or even that game, that same game. I promise you. So, but I like what he did today. He did some good things today. Like I said, McNichols did some good things out there, especially my man Chris Rodriguez. I've been saying this from day one. That guy is a keeper. Stop cutting him, Dan Quinn. If you can see this, stop cutting Chris Rodriguez. He's a solid player, man. He's somebody that you need to have on your team. And if we cut him, best believe he will be picked up next year. Somebody's going to get a Chris Rodriguez because this guy is pretty daggone good. And that's just what it is. You know what I mean? He's pretty daggone good. Shout out to Eric Barber, man. Shout out to you, Eric Barber. You is the man, man. And I appreciate your support, man. I appreciate your support and everyone else that support me. I love you guys, man. I'm nothing without you guys, man. Nothing without you. I got to get back in the algorithm, though, man. I was strong at one point in the algorithm, man, but you know what I'm saying? They I don't know, but I took a little break for about 2 weeks, and that killed me a little bit, man. I'm trying to get back in the algorithm, get back into all the good graces. So if y'all support me out there, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. I appreciate that, man. Comment, you know, I appreciate that. Big shout out to Eric Barber, though. Big shout out. Big shout out. But we got to keep it going, man. We in this playoff contention. If this team can get stronger as the season goes, we get in that playoffs, man, and anything can happen. Anything can happen, man. Anything. You know, once you get in the dance, don't doubt yourself. Now it's everybody 0-0. You know, what Philly did to you early on, don't count no more. It doesn't count. Come with a new game plan. You're going to face them 2 times, and it's a possibility that we may face Philadelphia in the first round of the playoffs. It's between them and the Vikings to see who's going to get that first round bye. You know, as of right now, the Vikings got the lead over Philadelphia because Philadelphia, you know, I don't know. No, Vikings doesn't. Philadelphia the number 2 seed. I stand to be correct. Philadelphia is the number 2 seed. If the playoffs would start today, we'll be facing Philadelphia. And I tell you like this, man, if we could put a lid on that running game of Philadelphia, I like our chances against those guys. Lattimore will be back. You know, Sam he did his thing against Brown when we played him. He did his thing. He did his thing against him. The boy Smith, Devontae Smith. I like Lattimore on Smith. You know what I'm saying? Or Brown. It don't matter. He can go on Brown or Smith. I like our chances against Philadelphia. If the season was the end of the day, like I said, we'll be facing the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's who I got my eye on right now. I'm looking at right now the Baltimore and Eagles game on right now as we speak. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I like that, man. I hope that we get an opportunity and a chance, you know, to play those guys again. That'll be the 3rd time. You know how it is. Them 3 games. You know, I remember when the Cowboys and Giants met in the playoffs, and it was the 3rd time. Giants surprised them. Got them up out of there. And Cowboys was the heavily favored team. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, you know, we're playing them guys 3 times, man. Anything can happen right there. You know what I mean? So I remember when we played Philadelphia Eagles in the playoffs, when they had Randall Cunningham, how they had our number in the regular season. But once we got in that playoffs, it was a totally different ball game. Totally different ball game. So yeah, you know. So yeah, that's how it is, and that's what it's gonna be. But I like the fans. The fans was great out there today. The fans had brought a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of energy, a lot of noise early on in the game. You know, the fans was a big part of our success early. So you got to give a shout out to all the fans that came out to FedEx Field. I keep calling FedEx Northwest Stadium today. You know, they was rocking, baby. You know, and that affected Will Levis early. And shout out to my man Terry McLaurin, 2 touchdown day to day, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, sir. You know, Terry McLaurin is when he's rolling and having fun out there, man. You know, we're a more better team, better offense. I mean, when Terry McLaurin is out there smiling, but he feel like he's engaged in the game, we're a fun offense to watch because now when he's engaged, he's really trying to get open now. You know what I'm saying? Terry, when he get that ball in his hand, when after he can make the catch, he love stiff arm, run guys over at the contact. This guy, he's one of the best in the business, man. When he gets the ball in his hand, the yak, you know what I'm saying? But we did a good job of getting him. He had 8 targets, 8 catches for like 73 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's a solid game. That's a solid game. That's called contributing to the game right there. And Terry McLaurin did his thing out there today. So shout out to Terry McLaurin, man. You know what I'm saying? I like what he was doing out there today. You know, Jaden Daniels. I didn't get a chance to see that interception. I went to the store at halftime. I came back. Jaden Daniels, I saw that he threw an interception. So, but other than that, from what I seen, you know, 85% of the game that I watched, from what I seen, Jaden Daniels was actually sharp, man. You know what I'm saying? He was poised. He made sound decisions out there. He ran when he needed to, and he protected himself when he did ran. He took like 2 or 3 sacks. You know, those was coverage sacks. They did a good job. We definitely need a number 2 wide receiver. We desperately need a number 2 wide receiver. So sometimes, man, they're able to get to us, man. You know what I'm saying? Get to our quarterback because we don't have nobody else to get open. You know, Zach Ertz, you know, they keying in on him because they know that's one of Jaden Daniels' targets that he like to go to. Terry McLaurin, of course, he's getting bracketed half of the time in the game. And then that number 2, you know, De'Ami Brown, he's like a 2-trick pony. He's either going to give you those screens or the long streak route. You know what I'm saying? That's all he's going to give you. And teams know that. He's nowhere near the route runner that Noah Brown is. Nowhere near. So, yeah. So teams know that and they understand that. And they typically play De'Ami Brown that in that fashion. They play him just like they had a double coverage on him. And, you know, Jaden Daniels, even though Jaden Daniels slightly overthrew him, but they already knew this guy, he's not a good route runner. So he loves to run those bubble screens or he want to go deep. That's it. That's it. So when Noah Brown is in the game, he's got a little bit more on the route tree, you know, that defenders got to pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? And he know how to shield his big body. So, yeah, we definitely need a number 2 wide receiver. We can get a number 2 wide receiver. That'll open it up for everything. You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta play us very, very honest. I think Ben Sinnott should get some more burn. Zach Ertz is a remarkable tight end, but I think Ben Sinnott should get a little bit more playing time. You know, they got to insert Ben Sinnott in there also. You know what I'm saying? Get him in rotation, get him ready for next year because I doubt they sign Zach Ertz to another year contract. I don't think they're going to do that. So you already got Ben Sinnott in place. I think you should go ahead and start prepping him now, getting his feet wet. You know what I mean? So we need a running back. We need a wide receiver. We need a right tackle. We need another cornerback. It's some things that we need, but we're still winning despite of. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take it. You know what I mean? So that's all I have to say. But anyway, I thank you guys for tuning in live with me, man. It's been a pleasure. It's been an honor. And once again, shout out to Irk Barber. You know what I'm saying, for the support. I appreciate that. I'm nothing without you guys. If you guys like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is the RDG Sports Channel. I thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, congratulations on the win. Hail to the Commanders. Peace.